9 people, including 2 priests, have been arrested at the Kingsbury oil terminal near Tamworth after staging another protest at what they say is the government's increased use of fossil fuels.
Well, North Warwickshire Borough Council, which brought an injunction against the activists, says it supports the right to lawful protest, but some of the actions have created unacceptable dangers. Andy Bevan has today's developments.
You're all complicit.
For several of these Just Stop Oil protesters, it was the 3rd time they'd been arrested for breaching a High Court injunction which bans disruptive actions outside the Kingsbury oil terminal. Some should have been in court today, but chose to be here in defiance.
It's not something which I want, but it's something which I feel I must do, because this is really a matter of life and death. It literally is a matter of life and death, and this has priority over attending court.
Others, like the Reverends Tim Hughes and Bill White, were first-timers to the prospect of arrest.
I can't say I'm looking forward to it. I am scared. My stomach is telling me I'm scared. But the alternative is even worse. The scientists are quite clear that we're creating enormous problems for our world, and we're doing it and we're still feeding this addiction of oil.
As they slow-walked in front of the terminal gates, some sat down and ignored requests from Warwickshire police officers to move on.
Stand up. You need to stand up for us, please. Stand up. Yeah.
7 people were arrested for obstruction of the highway and taken to Nuneaton police station. Meanwhile, 2 others, already with warrants out for their arrest, handed themselves in to officers on site.
Anything you do say may be given in evidence, OK?
Everybody knows that oil is terrible for us, and yet they're putting these injunctions in place as a scare tactic to stop us from protesting, to protect profit over protecting our futures. So I'm not going to show up in court. I'm not going to accept the legitimacy of any legal process.
The movement of fuel tankers in and out of the terminal was unaffected by today's action, but the protesters say they'll be back again and again. Andy Bevan, ITV News.